So make sure everybody protects everybody. I need that repeated by everybody. Everybody protects everybody. Got it? Yes, I love it. Okay, we've got a crafting table over here. If you get bored standing around, go ahead and sign a bunch of postcards. We're going to ship them off for you. You don't need to spend any money on it. We also have the Beto crew over here. The Beto crew is going to help you get registered to vote. It is so important that we vote. Okay, in addition to the Beto crew, we've got over here more volunteers as well as a medic tent. If you get hurt, if you see somebody get hurt, you immediately help them get to the medic tent. We protect everybody. Everybody in this movement is important. Okay, I introduced myself a little bit earlier. I am Uncle Eagle. Why am I here? I don't have a freaking clue. This is an absolute movement with no organization. That doesn't mean we're not organized. It means we don't have an organization. That is the 50-51 movement. All we need is a shared goal. One shared goal and a date. That's how this started. One random ass person who I met, pretty cool guy, decided to post on Reddit that one date, February 5th, let's all march together. And we did it, and we marched together. And this is now our 5th protest and march nationwide. I am part of the 50-51 national movement. I'm part of that group that's coming together, kind of helping each other out from an operational security standpoint, from a messaging standpoint, et cetera, et cetera. But I am a Houstonian. So did I go to DC? No, I came here to Houston. Because we need our representation here in Houston. We will make Houston a political movement again. Yes? That's what I'm talking about. Okay, a couple of very minor things. If you have the ability at a later date, download an application called Signal, S-I-G-N-A-L, Signal. Yes, this is the application that the war plans are on, and hell, it's secure. That's why they did it. Okay, make sure you do that, get signed up. We have volunteers running around with a QR code. If those volunteers don't introduce themselves with a piece of cardboard that has 3 QR codes, don't scan that QR code. Only trust our volunteers to do that. That'll join you into our 24-hour Signal buffer chat, which allows us to then move you into the main Signal chat so that we can organize together. Are we here to organize together, everybody? That's fantastic. Okay, I want to introduce introduce someone very special. Someone in the Houston movement that, again, all of us randomly, I'm just a random IT guy, guys. All of us randomly got together and we met. It was like 5 or 6 of us, and we were like, let's start a thing. So we started a thing. Chrissy right here has been the organizer that's helped us with that thing. I'm going to let them come in and talk for a little bit, then I'm going to step in and we'll have some more speakers. Thanks, everybody. Are we going to save democracy? Yeah! Oh, that's on me. I'm much taller than Chrissy is.
I was warned not to touch the mic, y'all, when it starts raining. Hi, everybody. Thank you so much. My name again is Christina or Chrissy. You guys are amazing.
Go, Chrissy! Woo!
I am actually just so happy to see you here. And we are here today for one thing and one thing only, is to make sure that we peacefully protest what is going on here. Can we get a peaceful? And I'm here to stand today, and we stand here together in a crossroads in history. Where tyranny tightens its grip, and we are left with one choice: to rise and take to the streets, and the second one, which I don't like, which is to surrender to a corrupt regime hell-bent on For too long, we have watched abuse after abuse. In roughly 60 days, we have seen our rights to protest trampled, our checks and balances stripped away one by one, our closest allies threatened, and our economy Thank you guys so much. I'm going to go ahead and yield my time over to our first speaker. His name is Daniel from Indivisible Houston.
Hello. It's always good at a protest to remember why you're here, and the reason you're at a protest is because of demands. We have several demands. So I'm going to say something, and then you say hands off. I'll say another thing, you say hands off. We get the game, right? Social Security, the right to vote, the right to health care, the land of people in a place who Donald Trump couldn't point to on a map, your immigrant siblings and neighbors and friends. Right. Across the United States right now, we are seeing pockets of people rising up. Today, there are 1,000 actions that are happening across all 50 states. That has the makings of a movement. It's a movement that didn't start yesterday. It didn't start in November of last year, but it's happened for decades before this. There was a spike in that movement in 2017. There was a spike in the disruption of the order, but apparently we still have work to do. Shutting down the Trump agenda the first time wasn't enough, but we did it. For a while, we did it. And a lot of people who were in this crowd were part of making sure that that happened. But now we're in a resurgence, aren't we? People like Elon Musk, they don't exist in just one guy. Some of them are in the buildings around you right now.
That's right.
And these folks believe that their right to have yachts and their right to have giant houses that can house 1,000 people is more important than your right to exist. So our job is to disrupt their little plan. The thing is, disruption, we've said today is peaceful action. Peace doesn't mean that we don't disrupt things.
Right.
We can disrupt plenty of things. Sit-ins were disruptive. They were against the law. Many of the boycotts in the past that we've seen were disruptive. They were against the law. And there's something instructive about that. The electeds that come to back us up, we appreciate them. Others that come to back us up, the large organizations that come to back us up, we appreciate them too. But they're not going to be the heroes that keep the Trump-Musk agenda from taking over America. Who are the heroes? Who are the heroes? Who are the heroes? Who are the heroes? Remember that. Meet the people that are around you today. There are lessons to be learned. The Houston political movement, the Houston social movement, the Houston human rights movement didn't start yesterday. So learn those lessons, meet the people around you, and remember, the true heroes of any democracy movement, not just here, but around the world, are always the people, because the people united will never be defeated. Thank you.
education, clean water, safe food, vaccines, disease prevention. These departments keep us alive. And they deserve to be more support, not less support. Folks, we built this country. We serve this country, and we're not about to let billionaires and politicals dismantle the systems that we've created.
We will stand for democracy, and we will win. Let's go, Houston!
And y'all, I'm just going to take 30 seconds as a reminder because there's a whole lot of new people. If you need clinic or medic, that's going to be over here. We take care of everybody. Everybody takes care of everybody. The left side's medic. Oh yeah, your left side, my right side. You get it. We're all smart people. Okay, and then the craft is over here. Let's make sure we let people through the crowds as needed. We'll keep the speakers going. The most important thing right now is to stay off the actual streets. Stay on sidewalks. Everyone protect everybody.
Y'all, this is one of my favorite people.
Hey everybody. How are we doing, Houston? My name's Ethan. I'm with Recall for Houston. We all know about the threat to democracy in the White House. But today I'm here to talk about the threat to democracy in our mayor's office. Since the election of John Locke, he's refused to meet with anybody he disagreed with. He's actively making our city less safe, less accessible. He's gutting our essential services. He's trying to shut down protests. Scared to acknowledge our immigrants. Now he's trying to collaborate with ICE. Whitmire isn't going to protect us from being disappeared when ICE is weaponized against us. That's a fact. He's appointed his donors to positions of power like Houston First, the Metro Board. It goes on and on and on. Whitmire is the reason our prisons have no air conditioning. He doesn't value human rights. He's trying to criminalize homelessness. What we need is a mayor that collaborates with our community.
That's right!
Not a mayor that collaborates with fascists.
That's right!
Right now, he's staying while he's been collaborating with Greg Abbott. Now he's out fundraising for What are we going to do about this?
Vote him out!
We're going to recall Whitmire. You can find us, recallhouston.org. We're on Twitter, Blue Sky, all social media. And again, that's recallhouston.org. Well, let's get this man out of office together.
Chris is going to be an expert by the time.
Eventually.
Hi, my name is Tammy Reed, and I've been a Texas teacher for 26 years. Thank you. When I started teaching, my insurance, my health insurance was free. I had to pay extra for my kids, which made sense, but my insurance was paid for. After 26 years, my insurance cost me $279 twice a month. My students are why I'm still doing this. Because I gotta tell you, I am tired. I'm tired of seeing my students who might have different viewpoints of what they are, who they are. I'm tired of seeing them punished. I'm tired of seeing books taken out of our library. I am tired of Greg Abbott trying to push his ridiculous voucher schemes to take money out of public education. I am tired of the state of Texas trying to dismantle public education. And I keep asking, okay, what can I do next? What can I do next? What can I do next? I joined the union. I joined the Democratic Socialist Society. I joined Indivisible. I waited until the very last day because I wanted to make sure that I wasn't going to split votes like happened last time to put some really scary people in our KDISD school board. So on the last day, I put it in. And on the very first time that I got to speak as a candidate, the very first thing one of my opponents said was that I was obviously a communist and a child groomer because I don't believe in banning books. There are a lot of school board elections coming up, a lot of them. Look for the information because it is not out there. It is not. Look, go to your school board website, go to your ISD website and look for school board and find out who is running. And look into those people. Find the ones that need to be there so we can get rid of the ones that are trying to take away our rights. Vote. Register people to vote. And support me as KDISD trustee number 2.
How we doing in Houston? The most diverse city in the country. We believe that diversity is a value. I want to talk about a couple things. I don't think we're playing on the same playing field. Do you know, I heard we have some people registering voters out here. Raise your hand for me. Do you know if you try to incentivize somebody with $1 to register to vote, you can go to jail? Now, do you know when we have lobbyists go to Congress and the Senate and lobby and give money to these politicians to speak for them, it's legal? Y'all agree with that? We're not playing on the same playing field. They're trying to suppress our right to protest. They have students in Columbia that's been detained for protesting. But we have that happening right in our backyard. I'm with Food Not Bombs, where we share food as an act of protest. And this administration and the previous administration has been actively weaponizing the police against us for sharing food. We've received almost 100 tickets for sharing food for people that are hungry. What is going on? What is going on where we can't even share food with our neighbors without being ticketed? But we'll spend money to fund wars and kill people. Look at what they're doing with Palestine. All the money that's being spent. Killing children, women, civilians. There needs to be a stop, but I know one thing. Food Not Bombs has been sharing food as an act of protest since 1995. And we recently just got a court order where they cannot give us tickets anymore for sharing food with the homeless. So I know if we come together and we protest and we care about our neighbors and we look at what's happening in our own backyards where people are being suppressed from the right to protest, that we can make a change and that we can come together. Thank you so much. And last, I just want to invite y'all, we share food right across the street at the library, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday as an act of protest against the government spending on wars and bombs. I want to invite y'all to come out, make a meal, share with us over there at Food Not Bombs right on the corner, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday at 7:30 p.m. Rain or shine, just like at this protest, we're going to be here. A regular rally, rain or shine.
Okay, everybody, this is the rain we coming. It was expected. It's not going to last long. Get cozy, get under an umbrella, get under a tent. Everyone protect everybody. If you need it, get real cozy with everybody. We're going to keep this thing going. Rain or shine, this is Houston. We're used to this. Let's go.
Oh, yeah. Not here,
How you doing, Houston? My name is Jamarian Banks, and I am a proud supporter of Kamala Harris. And I am also a proud member of the 78% that voted for Kamala Harris. I am so happy to be here, and I'm so happy that everybody's here because we are trying to stop a billionaire from trying to stop buying America, because America is not for sale, not now, not anytime ever. And now we have a South African that's trying to become our president. Sir, go back to Africa where you belong. Now, we have our mayor that is now trying to roll back on his little problems as our mayor because he want to start acting like a Republican, but he's a Democrat. Let's stop acting fake and let's care about Houston as you voted for, as you ran for. We are not going to let Trump run this country like it's a business, because he cannot run this country like a business because he failed 6 of them already. So right about now, every single one of us, no matter who you are, no matter what you is, no matter if you're white, black, yellow, tan, green, no matter what you are, we are going to rally together and fight against this man who thinks he want to be our king. No, you're the president of the United States. Act like you're for the people. So right now, each and every one of us are stressed. Each and every one of us are tired of what's going on. But it's okay, because the people that voted for Trump is going to F around and find out that Donald Trump is not a good president. But I also want to say that I am for women's liberation, women's rights, and a women to own the body that they've been born with. Keep your hands off of women, because without women, your behind wouldn't even be here currently. So to Trump and Mr. Hot Wheels himself. And y'all want to roll back y'all DEI? Well, let me tell y'all something about DEI. Mr. Hot Wheels is nothing but diversity, equity, and inclusion himself, because that wheelchair that you're riding in, that you have to get around with, that's diversity, equity, and inclusion. So fix your mouth about it.
You say it. You say it.
And also, free Palestine.
Absolutely.
They deserve as much respect as anybody in the current United States of America that we're in. Since 1776, we have been under a presidential era. We are not starting in 2025 bound down to a tyrant that wants to become our king. We are not doing that as Democrats. We are not going to do that as Republicans. We're not going to do that as independents. No matter what you are, do not bow to a tyrant. And as I come to a close, each and every one of us, no matter who you are, no matter what side of the aisle you are, be encouraged. This is not going to last forever. And I promise you, when this gets done, we are going to have our rightful president that we deserve, that we love, and that we respect. And that's hopefully going to be Kamala Harris when she gets done. So when she gets done, and she finally gets off her break, which she rightfully deserves as her 21 years of service, now
Hi everybody, I'm Chris. I put a few words together to share with you. Hi everybody, I'm from A-Leaf. I'm not an organizer or an official voice here. I'm just someone who's tired of staying quiet. For years we've been waking up every day to chaos. A non-stop blitz of hate, lies, and billionaire-backed power grabs. Trump, Musk, all of it. They want us exhausted. They want us silent. And yeah, we've been surviving. We've been regrouping. We've been catching our breath and getting punched in the face every morning with the news. And you know what? That's okay. That's human. But now it's time to rise.
That's right.
They think we're soft because we don't hump our guns on Instagram, because we don't cosplay as soldiers or scream about masculinity online, because we don't slap Punisher skulls on our cars and pretend it makes us dangerous. They think because we lead with compassion, we won't fight. They think because we value empathy that we're weak. But they're wrong. Dead wrong. We don't need to perform toughness. We don't need to pretend to be warriors online. Because when it comes to protecting the people that we love, our friends, our families, our communities, we fight. We fight not for ego, but for survival. We fight not out of fear, but out of love. And love that deep, it doesn't fold, it rises. So this is your call. Find your voice, then turn it all the way up. Speak, even if your voice shakes. Speak, even if no one listens at first. Speak, especially when they want you to be quiet. Tell your story. Tell the truth. Tell it to friends. Tell it to strangers. And to the people who hate it the most. Be the loudest motherfucker in the room. Complacency. That's how they win. This is our time. Let's make noise.
Buenas tardes.
Buenas tardes. Voy a hablar en español. Si usted habla en español, es hispanohablante, su presencia aquí es sumamente importante. Es sumamente importante que usted esté aquí. Necesitamos recordarle a todos los representantes del gobierno que ellos nos representan a nosotros. No representan a las corporaciones millonarias de este país, nos representan a nosotros. Sin el sudor de nuestra frente no hubieran millonarios.
And I have to believe that everybody here today is well aware of how much the cesspool of an administration is hammering our veterans community on a nationwide level. So I have an ask, and for many it's not fair for me to ask this because they've already given. But the ask I have is that if you are a veteran here today, reach out to your fellow veterans. In the time that I work with veterans as a civilian, I have seen firsthand that veterans do come from every walk of life. They do come from every form of identity, every cultural origin, every ethnicity. They come from every level of our socioeconomic ladder. Imagine how strong a collective voice that is right now. So if you are a veteran who is ready to speak out, please do. But also reach out to your brothers and sisters who haven't yet. Some of them, they feel forgotten. They feel lost. And they are not feeling that they have the ability to reach out. So you have to reach out to them. Help them find their voice. Help them motivate. Help them mobilize their voice. If you are a civilian here today, you probably do know a veteran. You probably have one in your own family. Speak to them. Reach out to them. Help them find their voice. Help them mobilize that voice. Too many of the general public is not aware that whether you're enlisted or whether you're in the officer ranks, you swear an oath to protect the Constitution from all enemies, whether they be foreign or domestic. That still applies even when you're no longer active duty. And I ask you to also think about this. Think about the people you know who may be currently active duty, or people who are currently in reserves, and they know that their discharge date is coming up. Think about what do they have to look forward to. Be there for them. Connect with them. And with all of this is one piece of the puzzle. We are hearing about all these different pieces of the puzzle that come together to make this so powerful. It's like a tsunami of hope. And more than that, a tsunami of accomplishing what needs to be done. Keep your hands off our humanity.
Good afternoon. My name is Justin Bautista, and I work at the NASA Johnson Space Center. I'm here representing the American Federation of Government Employees, and I am the Chief Steward of AFGE Local 2284. Our country relies on the strong, professional, and politically impartial civil service every single day to keep America running. I'm proud to stand here with my sisters and my brothers from the VA, the TSA, the Social Security, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, and other federal agencies. AFGE is here, united in Houston, and in over 1,000 events today nationwide to say, hands off our civil service. We're facing a national crisis. Billionaires and their allies in Washington are waging a power grab that slashes the programs and people who make our country work. Enabled by Elon Musk and congressional Republicans, this agenda drives up costs, guts pensions, guts healthcare, and our retirement security for the very people who are proud to serve our communities. So far, I've spent 13 wonderful years in my career alongside dedicated public servants. Those people, like the air traffic controllers, who keep our airs safe, to the TSA officers who help keep our planes safe, and to the scientists down in Clear Lake that are exploring the stars at the Johnson Space Center. Yet now, all of us civil servants, we're being asked to pay more for less. Those in Washington have proposed a nearly $130 billion cuts to our pensions, our health care, and our 401ks. And we have to ask why. through pay freezes, forced pension hikes, to close deficits that we did not create. I'm deeply disappointed in our elected leaders who have scapegoat civil servants to reward billionaires. They like to think that everything belongs to them. But we're here today and we're showing them. Hands off our pensions. Hands off our health care. Hands off the civil service. We demand an end to this billionaire takeover and these devastating cuts. We demand that our leaders here in Houston, here in Texas, and here in Washington not punish, but award those civil servants who make America work. If you're outraged by a tax on our pay, a tax on our health care benefits, a tax on our retirement security, then this moment is for you. Stand up. Get involved. Take action. Together we will win. We will save the soul of the service in doing this, and by doing so, we will save our country. Thank you.
Speak, Mr. Mark.
Come on, sir. Get your time shine.
Come on now. Whose house? Our house. Whose house? Whose house? My name is Isaiah Martin, and I am running to be your next congressman for this district of Texas 18 because it is time in this country for change. We've got veterans that are worried about their VA benefits. We've got seniors worried about their Social Security. People worried about their Medicare. People worried about their Medicaid. So I think that it's very abundantly clear that we need to go straight up to this corrupt president in D.C. and tell him to get our hands off our stuff. No cuts to Medicaid. No cuts to VA benefits. No cuts to Medicare. No cuts to Social Security. We should all be standing unapologetically to tell him to get his hands off our stuff. And I think that it's very clear that we have to be very strong about why these people are doing what they're doing. They're doing this to give $4.5 trillion in tax cuts for the richest people in society. Can you believe that? They're telling you that you can't have VA benefits so some dude can get another yacht. They're telling you that you can't have your Social Security that you paid for, that you broke your back for, that you went and put all of your life for somebody to go get a second plane or another house or another mansion in Calabasas. To that, we say in Houston, absolutely the hell not. Hell no. I know we can do louder than that, Houston. Hell no. And I just want to say, what you've got in this city are people all across this city, thousands of people here, to tell this president that we're not going to stand for it. And look at what the response has been. We've got the Republicans running scared. You see that? They got Elise Stefanik, and she doesn't even want to go, and she's worried about losing her seat. Have you guys seen that? They're worried. And so now look at what Greg Abbott is doing. He will not call the special election for our seat. Can you imagine that? Because he knows the Republicans are getting worried. He knows that we're standing up and organizing. He knows that we're knocking on their doorstep. And in a couple more months, we're going to take back the House and we're going to have power.
Listen, I'm Isaiah Martin. I'm running to be your next congressman. I might be 26 years old, but we need that fire, that intensity to stand up, to be something different. And children of America will not tolerate this mess any longer. Yes, sir. So thank you all for having me today. Isaiah Martin, Isaiah Martin, Isaiah Martin. God bless you all, and God bless the United States of America. Thank you.
That's it.
Never apologize for your ass. Kiss it. Okay. Kiss
Very good. Hello. I'm Neil Aquino with the Houston Democracy Project. HoustonDemocracyProject.com. This demonstration is people power. It's not hyperbole to say that it is organized by rank and file people just like yourselves. The institutions that we've been asked to trust and defer to have failed us. The universities and the big law firms are capitulating, and electives are having been pressed to act. The work of freedom is truly up to each of us. There are actions that you can take part in right now. It's essential that people see others like themselves not being forced off the streets by the aggression and the threats of the right. Each Friday, noon to 1, at 13302 Westheimer, at the busy corner of Eldridge and Westheimer, outside the Loop, noon to 1, there's a protest at the Social Security office. There's plenty of parking. It was organized by a woman in Katy, no different from you. The next protest will take place when you organize it. There's a protest each week at Senator John Cornyn's office. That protest is 11:30 to 1 at 5300 Memorial Drive each Tuesday. Next week will be the 426th consecutive week of that protest. That's 8 years and whatever number of weeks. The next protest will be when you organize it. The work of freedom is up to us. We're at City Hall. Authoritarianism will require a local infrastructure. Those migrants won't round up themselves. The local cuts, the impact of those cuts, it'll be felt here. Local officials have the capacity to speak up. It's clear that Mayor Whitmire is more comfortable with Dan Patrick and Greg Abbott than he is with people fighting for freedom. What concept of public safety turns a blind eye to an authoritarian white supremacy takeover of the United States when you're the mayor of the most diverse city in the United States? There are 6 Republicans on Houston City Council: Davis, Flickinger, Hoffman, Peck, Ramirez. They need to be held accountable. They need to be asked very specifically. A Democrat runs for dog catcher, and they say, do you support to fund the police? How can we have elected representatives who are not asked, do you support an authoritarian takeover of the United States, or in Houston, turning off the National Weather Service? There are 10 Democrats on City Council. Thomas, Jackson, Plummer, Alcorn, Kamin, who is here, Tassis Tatum, Evans Shabazz, Pollard, Castillo, and Martinez. They need to be asked directly, what risks will you take for our freedom? You signed up to run for public office at a time where everything is on the line. Houston City Council meets in public comment session each Tuesday, or most Tuesdays at 2 o'clock, with the agenda session of business Wednesday morning at 9 a.m. You can go to Houston, you can go, find them online, sign up to speak. The earlier you sign up in the week to speak, the higher up in the agenda you will be. You can speak to items not specifically on the agenda. You can ask them, hey, there's an authoritarian white supremacist takeover going on. What have you done? The work of freedom is truly up to us. I ask, please, that as we focus on the national, we know all the big names, But here we are right here. We see our strength in numbers. We see our power. We see our capacity to act. We know we have officials who ought to be representing us. Demand that they do so. This is all headed to the streets, and we are gonna have to have each other's backs. Thank you.
What's up, Houston? Hey, I need y'all to act like we're ready to fight. What's up, Houston? I'm Christian Menefee, and I'm your Harris County attorney. I sue Greg Abbott, I sue Kim Paxton, and I sue Donald Trump. Let me tell y'all something. Right now, in this country, we are under attack. Somewhere across this country, there's a senior who doesn't know if she's going to be able to pay for her groceries because they're cutting her Social Security. Somewhere in this country, there's a child who's battling a terminal illness, and they don't know if they're going to be able to pay for their health insurance because Trump is cutting Medicaid. Somewhere in this country, there's a family who is watching their family member die. And the cure could come quicker, but Trump cut NIH funding. Folks, across this country, we're seeing these problems. And it's time for every single person to take what it needs to stand up and fight. Look, y'all, we're Texans, so we know what it means to stand up and fight. When Greg Abbott came for our voting rights here in Houston, I sued his ass. When they came after our immigrant brothers and sisters, we stood arm in arm in the streets, and then we sued their ass. And when Donald Trump laid off hundreds of thousands of workers across this country, we sued his ass. The time for words is over. We've seen politicians, community people, we've seen all the talking, we've seen the yapping. It's time for action. It's time for us to take to the streets. It's time for us to take to the courtroom. And it's time for us to take to the ballot box. In 2020, you all elected me as the youngest person and the first African American to serve as Harris County attorney.
Come on, Black History.
I've spent 4 years kicking Greg Abbott's ass.
That's right.
Now I'm running for Congress in the 18th Congressional District to kick Donald Trump's ass. The promise you all have for me is that every single day I wake up, as long as I see y'all standing, as long as I see y'all marching, as long as I see y'all fighting, I guarantee I'll be standing with you, I'll be marching with you, and I'll be fighting with you. I'm Christian Menefee. Let's kick some authoritarian ass. And with that, I would now like to introduce our Congresswoman from the 7th Congressional District, Leslie Fletcher.
Don't touch it.
Amazing. Okay, well, thank you for that fabulous introduction, Christian. Thank you for your speech, and thank you for lowering the microphone. I'm only 5'1½". I can't always see too well, but I can see all the way to the other side of the plaza. Thank you for being here, for showing up, and for doing the work that we have to do every day right? Of people who have different challenges, different priorities, but everybody here is important. Everybody here matters. That's true in our country, and that's true in this movement. Everyone has a role to play. And I had the incredible privilege of serving in Congress with the late, amazing Congressman John Lewis. His very being reminded us of who we want to be, of who we can be, of who we are, and of the importance of building a coalition and working together. It doesn't matter how you got here, you're here, and we need to work together. And he always used to say, we all came here on different ships, but we're in the same boat now. So let's all row in the same direction. Let's make sure that we're working together in every way we can. Let's make sure that we're fighting back and that they're hearing us in Washington, in Austin, and right here in Houston. We the people, right? We the people. We have the power, and we are going to take it back. Thank you all so much for being here. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Katie.
Hello, Houston! Let's give it up again for Congresswoman Lizzie Fletcher. So a lot of you all don't know me. My name is Abbie Kamin. I'm a former Miss Houston, and I live here right in this district. I'm not a politician, but I have worked in federal politics and policy for over 15 years. I have seen what's happening in D.C., and as of this week, I have decided that I cannot stand on the sideline and wait, so I'm jumping in the fight with you all. I am a first-generation American, and so I'm fighting back about anyone who decides that they want to kick immigrants out of this country. I am a caretaker to a grandmother with Alzheimer's and a father with cancer, so I'm fighting back to anyone who decides that they want to try to take away health care rights from our elderly. I'm a young person, and I'm fighting back any threats that disallows us to be able to use our voice, because we are the ones who are able to make change in this country. And one of the biggest ways that we can make change is by making sure that we are accountable for every single person that we know. You all are here because you are doing your part, you understand the assignment, but we have a lot of people out there who do not, and we have to make sure they are not left behind. The reason why we're in this mess is because enough of us did not get out there and vote in November. So what are we doing? Over the next couple of months, we are getting ready to vote. We are making sure that we are taking back this house. We are making sure that we're taking back our country. And while we're doing that, we're going to be strategic about how we are fighting back. We're supporting our Democratic members of Congress. We're calling these Republican senators and House members, letting them know that we do not stand for any of this, and it is not okay. And when we call them, we need to make sure they understand what they need to keep their hands off of. So let's tell them what it is. FEMA, hands off. Medicaid, hands off. Immigration, hands off. Women's bodies, hands off. Social Security, hands off. Our government, hands off. The men and women that work hard every day for this society, hands off. So thank you all so much for allowing me to speak to you. Again, my name is Ellie Ford. I am just like you. I am Houstonian.
I want you to write James by John
And guess what? I
Locke.
decided I'm going to be running for Congress as well. I look forward to working with all of you to make sure that we create the change that we want to see. Thank you all so much for being here. Keep doing your job, keep doing your duty, and make sure that everyone in D.C. understands that Houston is not allowing this country to fail. Have an amazing afternoon.
Hello? My name is David, and I'm just interested, how's everybody's 401k? Who's taking a vote today?
Closer.
Closer?
Closer, louder.
No.
There you go.
All right, I work with Amnesty International. And
Stop blocking.
when I was growing up during the Reagan years,
years. I thought that Amnesty International was some people right-wing stuff. Now growing up, learning about rights, and right now, people are disappearing in this country, and nobody knows where they're going. Nobody knows where they're at. And nobody knows what the hell is going on.
That's all.
Because the government's not telling us. People are disappearing. We at Amnesty International are working to spread the word that everybody has rights. Everybody in this country has rights. They have a Second Amendment right, they have a Fourth Amendment right, and a Fifth Amendment right. Plus all the other rights that we enjoy are theirs too. And a lot of people don't know that. So spread the word. Tell them that they don't have to speak to you. They don't have to let them in their door. They don't have to give them information about who they are and what they are. They just have to stand in their rights. Anyway, I appreciate the opportunity to speak.
Good job.
Hello, Houston! My name is Robert Fickman. I'm an attorney. I've been fighting for the United States Constitution since the day I took my oath to support it. That's 42 years. Can you hear me in the back? Are you there? I am mad as hell. Are you mad as hell? I can't hear you. Are you mad in the back by the street? Be louder! You're not loud enough! Get louder, because it's going to get worse! Why are we mad? We don't recognize our president as president! He's not acting like any president we've ever had before! What is that? Because he embraces fascism! Our greatest generation fought fascism! My great uncle died fighting the fascists! Your family members died in Europe fighting the fascists! And now this son of a bitch welcomes them to Washington, D.C. Are you mad about that? Stand up and get madder! That swastika that I can see from here! I can see the swastika in the United States of America on a protest sign! They don't want to put it on a protest sign! They want to put it on our flag! Are we going to tolerate that? Hell no! Hell no!
Hell no.
What are we going to do? We're going to continue doing this. We're going to continue protesting. We're going to continue to be non-violent. We're going to adopt what Gandhi did and what Dr. King did. And that is we're going to engage in non-violent, provocative, non-violent civil disobedience. We have three rights. We have the right to free speech. We have the right to protest. We have the right to peacefully assemble. And we have the right, that's four, to petition our government for redress of grievances, which means we have the right to complain.
That's right!
Are you here to complain? Are you mad as hell? My entire body trembles with anger. And I see your signs, deport Nazis. Hold up your signs, hands off Social Security.
That's right.
Wisconsin, crooked is crooked. Go, dear, dead, hands off our
be a shorter walk. Okay? Thank you. All right, y'all. Please, please, please take your time. We're going to start marching. Head towards the booth that way to your left. Make sure you grab waters. I'm staying on the sidewalk, please. And just so you all know, Houston Police Department has just let me know they'll be helping us when we get to the sidewalk and the streets, and will help direct us. Can you say thank you? Y'all are
someone that's